US President Donald Trump imposed new sanctions on Russia's two largest oil companies, Rosneft and Lukoil, and this is due to Moscow's continued military operations in Ukraine. Trump stated that his conversations with Putin are good, but ultimately they don't go anywhere, highlighting the challenges in reaching a resolution to the conflict.
Well, I think that in terms of honesty, the only thing I can say is every time I speak with Vladimir, I have good conversations, and then they don't go anywhere. They just don't go anywhere. So in that sense, but now look, he's fighting a war. He's in a war. That's two very competent sides, and that's the way war is. You never know with war, but I would say that it's time to make a deal. A lot of people are dying.
Trump said he hoped sanctions on Russia's oil companies will help make Putin reasonable about ending the war. He added that China could also play a very big role here in this regard.
Today is a very big day in terms of what we're doing. Look, these are tremendous sanctions. These are very big. Those are against their two big oil companies. And we hope that they won't be on for long. We hope that the war will be settled.
NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte, after meeting with Donald Trump at the White House, said that Putin will agree to a ceasefire with sustained pressure. He also called on allies to join Russian sanctions push.
I'm absolutely convinced that with sustained pressure, we will be able to get Putin to the table to agree with a ceasefire and then other talks coming after that.
Justifying Trump's new sanctions, U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said it was necessary as Putin was not honest in talks with Trump. Adding pressure on Putin, Denmark, which holds the EU's rotating presidency, said that EU countries have approved a 19th package of sanctions against Russia, including a ban on Russian liquefied natural gas imports. On the war front, Russian drone strikes hit Zaporizhzhia, injuring 15 people, including 3 children, and damaging 15 buildings, including apartment complexes and private homes. More than 120 residents have reported damage to their properties. Emergency crews are on the scene, clearing debris and assessing the destruction. Meanwhile, Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky has signed a letter of intent with Sweden to potentially acquire up to 150 Gripen E fighter jets produced by Saab. During his visit to Linköping, Sweden, Zelensky got a first-hand look at the Gripen's capabilities, sitting in the cockpit and learning more about the aircraft's advanced features. Meanwhile, Trump has called a report in the Wall Street Journal on U.S. approval of using long-range missiles as fake news. He said that U.S. has nothing to do with those missiles, wherever they may come from or whatever Ukraine does with them. Now, this comes after Ukraine used a British Storm Shadow missile to hit a Russian explosives and rocket fuel plant in Bryansk, marking a successful strike that breached Russian air defenses.